Leipsic Vikings, and he will be approached in the middle likewise. For Patrick Henry, Dave Krause has gone into his bench and has made a late change in the starting lineup. Eric Johnson will get the starting call in the low post tonight to battle Kevin Brandt's size. Brandt and Johnson both about 6'5". Opening tip is knocked out of bounds. Possession arrow will point in favor of the visitors from Putnam County. So Eric Johnson getting a late starting call. That in the place of Kirk Wensick for the Patriots. That's very interesting. Well, Bryce Schrader will inbound the basketball for Leipsic to the right of the lane. Bryce tried to dump it underneath to Kevin Brandt. He got it into Kevin. As soon as Kevin caught the basketball, he was hooked left to right. Let's get a look from referee Jim Marquette. That will be his first and team's first. And immediately a whistle stoppage of play says Leipsic trying to inbound the basketball. Bryce Schrader and Vic Lomley get their signals crossed, and Bryce throws it out of bounds. He'll go to Patrick Henry. 7:50 left to go in the first quarter. Still nothing doing on the Industrial Cafe scoreboard. Into the forecourt comes Kyle Krause. Krause to the top of the key off to Amspoker. Amspoker spins to the line to the left of the lane. Now back off on the left wing to Kyle Krause. Krause with Vic Lomley on him, and it looks like we've got a push-off foul underneath away from the basketball. And it's going to go against Leipsic High School and Jason Newell. Jason has picked up his first personal foul and team's first. So with 7:36 left to go in the first quarter, still nothing doing on the Industrial Cafe scoreboard. Krause flips it in topside to Amspoker. Amspoker off to Ryan Wing. Wing to the right of the lane on Bryce Schrader. Wing now topside to Schultz. Schultz back off to the right wing to Ryan Wing. A three is in the air. Shot wide right. Rebound to Kevin Brandt. Brandt ahead to Bryce Schrader. Schrader up across the timeline to Vic Lomley. Vic took it to the line, took it to the lane, and he's nailed with an offensive foul. Vic absolutely tattooed Kyle Krause as he went to the bucket, and Vic has picked up the personal foul for the charge. In fact, they're going to say that Eric Chrisman had 1 foot beyond the three-point circles, and he's going to be credited with a three-point, and Leipsic steals the inbound pass. Vic Lomley picks it up and sends it back to Bryce Schrader. The Vikings lead 3-0. Bryce with a bounce pass, right wing over to Jason Newell. Newell underneath Eric Chrisman. Chrisman to the line, to the glass, put it up and in. Eric Chrisman very quickly with the first 5 points of the night for the Leipsic Vikings. Dave Krause and the Patrick Henry Patriots take time. With 6:44 remaining in the first quarter on the Industrial Cafe scoreboard. It is Leipsic 5 and Patrick Henry nothing. We bring a turnover on the inbound pass. Results in a quick three-pointer from Eric Chrisman. Chrisman has accounted for all 5 of Leipsic's points. Off on the left wing with the basketball. This is Jim Amspoker. Amspoker top of the key to Johnson. Johnson off on the right wing to Kyle Krause. Krause top side to Wing. Wing penetrates to the line. Pulls up for an 8-footer. Shot no good. Kevin Brandt with a rebound. Kevin hands it off to Bryce Schrader. Schrader across the timeline and into the forecourt to the right of the circle. Bryce mugged by Ryan Wing. Dumps it out of the baseline to Eric Chrisman. Chrisman skips it into Jason Newell. Newell spinned around Eric Johnson. Ball's poked away. Picked up by Kevin Brandt on the baseline. Brandt to the top of the key to Bryce Schrader. Schrader working on Ryan Wing. Schrader, long skip pass, left wing over to Chrisman. Chrisman out of the baseline. Chrisman now to the foul line to Bryce Schrader. Bryce for a 15-footer, and he put it up and in. Bryce Schrader has his first 2 points of the night, and Leipsic expands his lead to 7-0, and PH is up to 4 in a hurry. Ryan Wing on an inbound feed from Kyle Krause, can't get a shot, but Jimmy Amspoker's there to hustle down a rebound for PH. Amspoker top side to Krause. Krause with Victor Lomley on him. Krause heads to the left of the lane. Krause now penetrates and lost the ball. Jason Newell poked it away from him. Newell ahead to Bryce Schrader. Schrader off on the right wing to Eric Chrisman. Chrisman for a three. He drilled it. Eric Chrisman's on fire. Chrisman's got 8 points and the Vikings lead 10-0, but back comes PH. Johnson long in down to Ryan Wing. Wing took it to the lane, flipped it up and in, and he's fouled. Ryan Wing with a nice basket off a transition, the personal foul. Latin Patrick Henry on the scoreboard, but they trail by the count of 10-2. Wing is an 80% foul shooter, and Wing very promptly makes the bonus. So it is a 10-3 lead. Leipsic with the basketball, and Bryce Schrader advances it across the timeline, off of the right wing to Kevin Brandt. Brandt with Schultz on him. Left wing over to Jason Newell. Newell for a 15-footer off the irons, no good. Newell with his own rebound, and he was held. That one is going to go against Eric Johnson for Patrick Henry High School, and for Big EJ. That will be his second personal. Bryce Schrader has to inbound the basketball. Bryce tried to flip it into Jason Newell. Overshot Jason, but Victor Lamelli chases it down. Victor on the left wing. Out on the baseline to Jason Newell. Jason to the glass, missed the layup. Rebound, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Aaron Masel for Patrick Henry. Ran on the inbound. Brandt, left wing over to Vic Lamelli. Vic wide open for a three. Shot off the irons, no good. But a foul coming up here against Jason Newell for Leipsic High School as Jason absolutely vaulted over Kyle Kraus to get the basketball. Jason is going to be nailed for an overlap count. He has a 68% foul shooting team and almost into the 1-and-1. We've hardly played 3 minutes of basketball. Kraus ahead up on the left wing to Amspoker. Amspoker, long skip pass, cross court to Ryan Wing. Wing for a three. Shot strong off the irons, no good. Eric Christman with a rebound. At that last whistle, Nick Kleinbrink chipped in for the Vikings. Christman off with the right wing to Lamelli. Lamelli tap of the key back over to Christman. Christman tap side to Bryce Schrader. Bryce in between the circles around the Kevin Brandt pick to the baseline. Schrader spins once, spins twice, tried to flip it in to Vic Lamelli, and it's intercepted nicely by Jim Amspoker. Amspoker ahead to Masel. Masel across the timeline, off on the left wing to Jim Amspoker. And Amspoker tap the key to Masel. Masel off on the right wing to Ryan Wing. No pun intended. Wing circles the wagons to the near side in front of the broadcast booth. Now Wing between the circles, off on the right wing to Amspoker. Amspoker top side to Wing. Wing left in the lane to Kyle Kraus. Kyle to the baseline, stops. Back out sideline left to Ryan Wing. Wing pulls up from 14 feet. Shots no good. Aaron Masel with a rebound to the glass. Put it up and in. Aaron Masel makes it a 10-5 game. Leipsic on top of Patrick Henry. Masel has 2 on the night. 3:54 left to go in the first quarter. Vikings 10, Big Red 5. Bryce Schrader advances the ball across the timeline, and referee Greg Marquette blows his whistle and assesses a foul against Ryan Wing of Patrick Henry for tying up Bryce Schrader. The first, Leipsic 10, Patrick Henry 5. Bryce Schrader on the basketball. Bryce to the left of the lane, now off on the high blocks to Kevin Brandt. Brandt sideline left. Over to Nick Kleinbrink. Nick for a 2, and he put it up from 15 feet, and Nick found nothing but net at the other end. Nick Kleinbrink's first 2 points, 12-5. The Vikings lead by 7, and the Vikings showing some 2-2-1 press. But Jim Amspoker breaks it nicely for Patrick Henry. Amspoker off on the left wing. Amspoker skip pass, jab side to Masel. Masel off on the right wing to Wing. Wing with Bryce Schrader on him, dumps it underneath. That to Chuck Schultz. Schultz to the line, to the lane, flipped it up with the right hand, shot no good. Loose ball off the rebound, picked up by Aaron Masel. Masel put up a layup, couldn't get it. Chuck Schultz comes down with a rebound. It's poked away by Bryce Schrader. Bryce ahead to Victor Lamelli. Vic back over to Bryce. Bryce across the timeline and into the forecourt, barking out some instructions from his head coach and Scott Mangus. Bryce to the left of the lane. Bryce out of the baseline. That over to Eric Christman. Christman left wing to Schrader. Schrader ignores the Kevin Brandt pick. Now inside the circle, bounce pass, high blocks to Nick Kleinbrink. Nick off on the right wing to Kevin Brandt, wide open for a 12-footer. Kevin missed it wide to the left. Rebound was taken by Jim Amspoker for Patrick Henry. Amspoker scoots the ball up the near sideline, that into the hands of Ryan Wing. Wing across the timeline and into the forecourt. Wing with a bounce pass, back off between the circles to Kyle Kraus. Kraus barks out some instructions and it heads to the near side with a basketball. Kraus around the Masel pick, stops, unloads a 3, and it's an air ball. Rebound is picked up by Eric Kleinbrink for Leipsic, and Eric double dribbles the basketball as he tries to advance it in order. God, I hope I got everybody correct. I hate it when they substitute 8 at a time, children. Well, into the forecourt comes Kyle Kraus. Kraus into the forecourt off on the left wing to Amspoker. Amspoker for a 3. Shot is strong off the irons. Nick Kleinbrink corrals a rebound. Nick scoops the ball back to Eric Christman. But now Eric, the 5'10 sophomore, is going to play a little point guard here with Bryce Schrader on the bench. Christman working on Kirk Wensing. Christman looked to Knieven, instead off on the left wing to Victor Lamelli. Victor dumps it into Jeff Knieven, and the Bull of the Woods spins to the glass, put it up and in. Big sophomore. First points of the night for Jeff Knieven. That's a 14-5 game with Leipsic on top, down to a minute 45 of the first quarter. Kirk Wensing comes back the other direction to the line, to the lane, flipped it up on the left hand, shot no good. Rebound is corralled by Nick Kleinbrink, and Nick is pushed from behind by Chuck Schultz of Patrick Henry. Raspet is now complete as he replaces Eric Christman for the time being, and Bryce is a whirling dervish with the orange biscuit. Bryce across the timeline and into the forecourt to the left of the lane. Bryce flips it over right wing to Matt Bryan. Bryant with Aaron Mazel on him. Bounce pass to the foul line to Knieven. Knieven baseline right to Nick Kleinbrink. Nick with a pump fake. Wide open from 12 feet. Nick Kleinbrink stuck it up and in. Nick Kleinbrink's got 4. It's a 16-5 Leipsic lead, and the Vikings are threatening to blow this one wide open in the first quarter. Back comes Patrick Henry in the form of Kyle Kraus. The sophomore working on the senior, and Vic Lamelli goes behind the back with a little French pastry. Off on the right wing to Jim Amspoker. Amspoker for a 3. Shot no good, but Aaron Mazel's there to follow with a rebound, and Aaron stuck it up and in. Mazel's got 4. Patrick Henry's 7 points. Vikes 16. PH 7 down to 53 seconds in the first quarter. And back comes Bryce Schrader for the Vikings. Bryce around the Nick Kleinbrink pick. Off on the baseline to Matt Bryant. Matt dumps it into Kleinbrink. Kleinbrink for the glass. Had a shot blocked away, but he's fouled. Foul's going to go against Chuck Schultz, who got a piece of Nick Kleinbrink as Nick went to the hole. It was a beautiful block for Chuck, but unfortunately he also picked up a personal foul. Chris has yet to score this season. Meantime, Nick Kleinbrink at the line for the Leipsic Vikings, and Nick misses the first opportunity, wind to the left in the net. Kleinbrink will throw the line to the left for the second opportunity at 2. Put it up, and got it. Nick Kleinbrink with 5 points in the night. It's a 17-7 Leipsic lead with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Kyle Kraus will bring the Patriots across the timeline and into the forecourt. Off on the left wing to Jimmy Amspoker. Amspoker top of the key to Chuck Diem. Diem off on the right wing to Kraus. Kraus underneath to Kirk Wenzik. Kurt around Jeff Knieven. Nice reverse layup. Put it up off the glass and in. Kirk Wenzik with a textbook reverse layup. Wenzik's first 2. It's an 8-point game. Leipsic 17, Patrick Henry 9, down to 15 seconds in the first quarter. Bryce Schrader with the basketball off on the left wing to Matt Bryant. Matt for a 3. Shot off the iron strong, but Jeff Knieven corrals a rebound, and Jeff is fouled as he comes down with the basketball. Let's see what Jimmy Marquette says about this one. Jimmy heads to center circle in front of both coaches and Dave Kraus and Scott Mangus, and he sails the foul is going to go against Chris Diem of Patrick Henry High School. Foul. It will be the team's 6th personal foul. Down to 9 seconds. Vikings with the basketball, a 17-9 lead. Lamelli tap on the key to Bryce Schrader. Bryce back off the right wing to Vic Lamelli. Vic for a 3. Shot off the irons, no good. Nick Kleinbrink hustles down a rebound and cannot get a shot off. But 1 quarter is in the books from the House of Heat in Hamler, Ohio. And on the Industrial Cafe scoreboard, our scores: the Leipsic Vikings 17, the Patrick Henry Patriots 9. Vikings lead the Patrick Henry Patriots 17-9 with 1 quarter in the books. And Jimmy Amspoker will join Kyle Kraus, Ryan Wing, Aaron Mazel, and Kirk Wenzik to begin period number 2. It is Eric Chrisman, as well as Matt Bryant, Jason Newell, Bryce Schrader, and Kevin Brandt for Leipsic. Wenzik with the basketball, trying to dump it on the tap of the key over to Kyle Kraus, and Kraus traveled in Vikings 17, Patrick Henry Patriots 9. On the inbound, Matt Bryant left of the lane to Bryce Schrader. Bryce underneath to Kevin Brandt. Kevin flipped it up and in with the right hand. First points of the night for Kevin Brandt. It's a 19-9 game. Leipsic up by 10. Into the forecourt comes Kyle Kraus. Kraus off on the left wing to Wenzik. Wenzik sideline left to Amspoker. Amspoker to the baseline, flipped it up in the left hand. Shot no good from 5 feet. Rebound picked up by Kevin Brandt. Brandt ahead to Bryce Schrader. Schrader across the timeline, off on the left wing to Eric Chrisman. Chrisman outside the three-point arc. Now sideline left to Bryce Schrader. Schrader working on Kyle Kraus. Schrader inside the circle. Schrader with a bounce pass left wing to Jason Newell. Newell underneath with a nice backdoor feed to Matt Bryant. Matt got wide open and he laid it up off the glass and in. First points of the night for Matt Bryant. It's a 21-9 Leipsic lead, their biggest of the night. Kyle Kraus brings PH back on offense. Top of the circle, off to Kirk Wenzik. Wenzik spins, dumps it off on the right wing to Ryan Wing, and Wing has to chase it down. Wing to the baseline, to the lane. Try to flip it underneath to Jim Amspoker, and it's picked off by Eric Chrisman for Leipsic. Chrisman to the right of the lane. Chrisman holds the balloon over his head. Skips the top of the key to Matt Bryan. Bryan now hands the ball off to Bryce Schrader with Schrader dumping it underneath to Kevin Brandt. Brandt with a nice pass over to Jason Newell. Jason took it to the hole and he was held. That foul's going to go against Kyle Kraus for Patrick Henry. 17 foul. Leipsic is in the 1-and-1 situation. Dave Kraus and the Patrick Henry Patriots take time. 6:38 remaining in the second quarter on the Industrial Cafe scoreboard from the House of Heat at Hamler, Ohio. It is the Leipsic Vikings 21 and the Patrick Henry Patriots 9. We bring it back to who will be at the line. Newell 62% from the floor, only 25% from the charity stripe. Put the first one up and he missed it wide to the right. Try it again. Shot up, missed it off the irons, wide to the right, and the rebound is corralled by Jim Amspoker, and Amspoker's a whirling dervish with the basketball. Amspoker to the tap of the key off to Mazel. Mazel to the left of the lane to Ryan Wing. Wing top side with Bryce Schrader on him. Wing to the left of the lane. Tried to dump it underneath the Meisel. Kevin Brandt pancaked it away, and Eric Christman says, look what I had found. Christman hands the ball back to Bryce Schrader. The Vikings up 21-9, 6:15 left to go in the first half. Schrader across the timeline and into the forecourt, ignores the Kevin Brandt pick. Dumps it out of the baseline of Matt Bryan. Bryan wide open to Eric Christman, and Eric Christman sights a three, and he stuck it up and in. That is the third three-pointer tonight for Eric Christman. It is a 24-9 ball game, and Patrick Henry is having trouble advancing the inbound pass against this 2-2-1 press of Leipsic. Hamspoker's got to get it into somebody. Hamspoker throws it on Aaron Maisel. Maisel scoops the ball back to Kyle Klaus. Klaus working on Bryce Schrader. Klaus off on the right wing to Jim Hamspoker. Hamspoker working on Christman. Hamspoker top side of Maisel. Maisel to the left of the lane to Kyle Klaus. Klaus working on Bryce Schrader. Klaus off on the right wing to Aaron Maisel. Maisel with big Kevin Brandt on him. Oh, there's the size of this match. Maisel will circle the wagons and wait for some cavalry to arrive. Scoots the ball back to Kyle Klaus. 24-9 is our score in Leipsic on top of Patrick Henry, and it looks like we have got a violation in the paint against Patrick Henry High School. It is a blocking foul to be assessed against 24 and Jim Hamspoker. That will be Hamspoker's first personal. It'll be team's eighth with 5:29 remaining in the second quarter. Litself a technical foul. 3 days before Christmas, Dave Krause has whispered the magic words into the ear of referee Jim Marquette. Pick up top. Kevin Brandt will go to the line to shoot a two-shot foul. First opportunity, and Kevin missed it. Schrader, 20% from the charity stripe. Bryce will pull the line to the right. Shot up, missed it. Bryce apparently is going to get a third try here. I don't understand why he's been given 3 shots here, and Bryce missed them both as well. Well, Dave Krause apparently has gotten this rather quiet Hamler crowd back into this game with that Christmas technical foul. 24-9, Leipsic on top. Bryce Schrader across the timeline and into the forecourt. Leipsic got the ball, as well as the technical foul. Christman dumps it into Brandt. Brandt underneath to Jason Newell. Newell's wide open, took it to the glass and put it up and in. First point of the night for Jason Newell, 26-9. Leipzic's Blomers, one wide open. They lead by 17 points. Kyle Klaus brings the Patriots back across the timeline. Sideline left over to Jimmy Hamspoker. Hamspoker top of the key to Gherkin. Gherkin left of the lane to Hamspoker. Hamspoker flips the top side back over to Aaron Maisel. Maisel to the line, to the lane, to the glass, put it up, couldn't get a shot. Rebound to Jason Newell. Newell hands it off to Bryce Schrader. 4:49 left to go in the first half. Leipsic 26, Patrick Henry 9. Bryce Schrader dumps it left of the lane to Jason Newell. Newell with a bounce pass, top of the key to Kevin Brandt. Brandt trying to bounce it back to Matt Bryan. It's broken up by Patrick Henry. We've got a loose biscuit on the floor. It goes out of bounds, and it will belong to the Big Red. 4:35 left to go in the second quarter. Patriots with the ball on a 17-point deficit to Leipsic, 26-9. 4.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Kyle Klaus with the basketball around a Kirk Wensick pick. Kyle to the line, and Lane couldn't get a shot off because he was mugged. Kyle will go to the line to shoot 2. A personal foul coming up here against Leipsic High School. That's the first activity in the 1995 campaign. Kyle Klaus to the line for Patrick Henry, a 60% foul shooter, and Kyle puts the first opportunity up and in. And gang, if you can believe this, we played almost 4 minutes. Those are the first points of the second quarter for Patrick Henry. Second opportunity for Kyle. The red 20 trimmed in blue on the home white jersey. Second opportunity, spinned it up and missed it. Rebound to big Jeff Knieven for Leipsic, who has checked in at this dead ball. Knieven handed it off to Bryce Schrader. Bryce wanted the baseball pass up to Barry Newell. He overshot everybody, and somebody on the stage here at Patrick Henry High School has an early Christmas present. Happened here in the first half. I've never seen this happen here in 6 years of broadcasting. Dave Krause got a tee. Into the forecourt comes Kyle Klaus, and Kyle doing his best curly kneel, sliding and dribbling the basketball to the baseline, flipped it up on the left hand, shot no good. But Kyle is going to have 2 foul shots coming up at the line for his efforts. Personal foul coming up against the Vikings here. 1 of 2 from the line. Goes the line to the right and drops the first opportunity up and in. Cuts the deficit to 15 points. It is Leipsic 26 and Patrick Henry 11. Again, Krause, the 5'10 sophomore, toes the line to the right for the second opportunity, and he put it up and in. 26-12. Vikings up by 14, and now Patrick Henry's going to give him a little man-to-man 3-quarter court press. just to make things interesting. Under 4 minutes in the second quarter, Vikings 26, Big Red 12. Bryce Schrader tries to dump the ball underneath the Nick Kleinbrink, and it's stolen away by Kirk Wensley. Picked up by Kyle Kraus. Kraus out to Amspoker for a 3. Amspoker launches it and misses it. Kirk Wensley with a rebound. Wensley trying to go cross-court to Kyle Kraus, and Matt Bryan stole the ball away. Jim Amspoker stole it back from Matt Bryan, but unfortunately, Jimmy fouled Matt Bryan as he tried to take the basketball away. And wing. Matt Bryan at the line for Leipsic for his first opportunity. Up shot off the glass, so good. Rebound to Nick Kleinbrink. Nick is immediately down up by Chuck Schultz. The jump ball is called, and it will remain Leipsic possession. You can even run down the basketball on the sideline left of the north outside of Bryce Schrader. Bryce dumps it underneath to Jeff Knieven. Jeff lost it in between two defenders. Jeff tries a little scramble and match with Aaron Maisel for the basketball. A jump ball is called, and alternating possession arrows will point this one towards Patrick Henry. Frog stance on the bench. Was standing prior to that technical foul. Kraus off on the right wing to Ryan Wing. Ryan on the baseline, flipped it up with the right hand. Shots partially deflected. Aaron Maisel checks it down. Over to Kirk Wensley. Kirk to the line, flipped it up. Shots partially deflected again. Jeff Knieven comes up with a loose basketball. Knieven over to Barry Newell. Newell hands it off to Bryce Schrader. Schrader across the timeline and into the forecourt. Schrader spins on Kyle Kraus. Left of the lane to Jeff Knieven. Knieven, right wing. Over to Nick Kleinbrink. Nick for a 3. Shot off the irons, no good. Rebound is corralled by Ryan Wing. Wing with a baseball pass up the floor to Kirk Wensley. Wensley tries to corral it. Bryce Schrader tapped it away from him. Picked up by Maisel. Maisel left wing over to Wing. Wing on the sideline left to Kraus. Kraus underneath to Wensley. Wensley to the glass. Flipped it up. Shot no good. Ball tipped around a couple of times and recovered by Maisel. Maisel off on the right wing to Ryan Wing for a 3. Shot off the irons, no good. Rebound taken down by Bryce Schrader, and Bryce was pushed from behind. This one is going to go against Kirk Wensley for Patrick Henry. Bryce 0-2 from the charity strike today. Throws the line to the right. He misses this one as well. Rebound taken by Chuck Schultz. Schultz ahead of Kyle Kraus. Kyle for a 3. Drilled it. Kyle Kraus has all 6 of his points in the second quarter, and suddenly it's an 11-point game. 26 for Leipsic, 15 for Patrick Henry, down to 2 minutes and 12 seconds in the first half. Bryce Schrader off on the right wing to Kevin Brandt. Brandt left on the lane to Kleinbrink. Kleinbrink for a 14-footer, and he put it up and in. Nick Kleinbrink has 7 on the night. 28-15 Vikings up on a proverbial baker's dozen. Back comes Patrick Henry. Kyle Kraus with a basketball. Kyle looks at 2 screens and uses the one from Kirk Wensley. Off on the left wing to Aaron Maisel. Maisel tap of the key to Kyle Kraus. We've got some pushing and shoving underneath between Matt Bryan and Kirk Wensley. I mean, those two are really trading some elbows. Matt Bryan gets the personal foul. It'll be his second team. Jersey, and Kirk Wensley put it up and in. Kirk's got 3 points in the night, 28 for Leipsic, 16 for Patrick Henry, 1:51 remaining in the first half. Again, Wensley, line to the right for the second of 2. Nice to the left of the circle, flipped it up and in. Kirk Wensley has 4 points. It's an 11-point game. Leipsic 28, Patrick Henry 17. Eric Chrisman trying to advance the basketball for the Vikings. He's graded by Kyle Kraus at 3-quarter court. Chrisman across the timeline, off on the right wing to Kevin Brandt. Brandt holds the balloon over his head. Left of the lane, Eric Chrisman. Eric wide open for a 3. Shot off the irons, no good. Aaron Maisel with a rebound for Patrick Henry. Maisel ahead to Ryan Wing. Wing to the line, to the lane, to the glass. Off with the rim, no good. A rebound is corralled by Victor Lomley, and Victor is fouled from behind, and referee Greg Marquette will call the foul against Ryan Wing of Patrick Henry High School. That is Wing's second, team's 11th. Harold Ridley White on the traveling purple jersey. He will pull the line to the right for the first opportunity. Victor put it up off the irons, no good. Loose ball for a rebound, scrambled and picked up by Matt Bryan. Bryan off on the right wing to Lomley. Lomley over to Chrisman. Chrisman on the left of the lane to Kleinbrink. Kleinbrink 8-footer from the baseline, up and good. And Nick Kleinbrink has 9 points. 30-17. The Vikings go back up by 13 points, down to 1:10 here in the first half. Kirk Wensley off on the right wing to Gurkin. Gurkin top of the key to Amspoker. Amspoker dribble penetrates to the line, flipped it up on the left hand, off the glass and in. First points of the night for Jimmy Amspoker. He's averaging almost 17 per game. He has just 2 here in the first half, down to 55 seconds. Chrisman over to Victor Lomley. Vic unloads a 3 in a hurry. Shot's no good. Rebound to Kyle Kraus. Kyle behind the back across the timeline. Left on the lane to Jim Amspoker. Jim for a 3, and he put it up and in. Amspoker's got 5, and very promptly the Leipsic Vikings take time. With 39 seconds remaining in the second quarter, now we have a ball game again from the House of Heat. On the Industrial Cafe scoreboard, it is Patrick Henry 30 and the Leipsic Vikings 22. We will return. Has worked. Leipsic has seen their lead evaporate from 17 points to just 8. But Leipsic handles the basketball here in the closing stages of the second quarter. Eric Chrisman with the ball. Chrisman off on the right wing to Matt Bryant. Bryant, bounce pass, left of the lane over to Nick Freinbrich. Nick out there at Chrisman. Chrisman thought about a 3. Chrisman down to 18 seconds. Chrisman on the left wing. He'll circle the wagons and head to the near side. Chrisman on the right wing. Now kicks it left of the lane to Nick Freinbrich. Nick with Kirk Wenzig on him. Bounce pass, right wing to Kevin Brand. Brand, left of the lane over to Matt Bryant. Bryant let the clock tick down to 5 seconds. Over to Victor Lomley. Victor for a 14-footer shot up and in. First points of the night for Vic Lomley as the first half has come and gone. The Leipsic Vikings lead the Patrick Henry Patriots at intermission by the score of 32-22. Schultz won Patrick Henry. Bryce Schrader with the basketball. Bryce off from the right wing to Eric Chrisman. Chrisman with Ryan Wing on him. Chrisman top side to Victor Lomley. Vic to the left of the lane to Schrader. Schrader to the key to Chrisman. Chrisman thought about a 3. Off on the left wing to Bryce Schrader. Bryce dribbles in between the circles and now heads to the top of the key. Bryce again with Kyle Krause on him. These two young men just sophomores. Bryce off on the right wing to Victor Lomley. Vic wants to go into Kevin Brand. Dumps it into Kevin, and the ball is kicked out of bounds by Jim Amspoker. Stops the clock with 7:29 remaining in the third quarter. Leipsic 32, Patrick Henry 22. Kevin Brand will inbound the basketball to the left of the lane. Kevin with a bounce pass, right wing to Lomley. Lomley down the key to Bryce Schrader. Bryce will post it into Kevin Brand. Kevin turns around, pulls up from 6, shot up and in. Kevin's got 4 points in the ninth. 34-22, Vikings up by a dozen. Ryan Wing with a basketball. Top of the key to Eric Johnson. Johnson for a 3, and he drilled it. 6'5" junior with a nice touch from the perimeter. His first points of the night. It's a 9-point deficit for Patrick Henry at 34-25. Back comes Leipsic. Bryce Schrader behind the back across the timeline. Baseline left over to Lomley. Lomley bounces it over to Kevin Brand. Kevin stops, pulls up from 8, shot up and in. Kevin Brand's got 6, 36-25. Krause hurries the ball across the timeline to Patrick Henry. Over to Amspoker. Amspoker top of the key to Johnson. Johnson off on the right wing to Ryan Wing. Wing working on Schrader, trying to dump it into Schultz. Overshot. Chuck Schultz, and it's picked up by Victor Lomley. Vic, nice baseball pass inside to Jason Newell. Jason to the glass, missed the layup. Jim Amspoker with a rebound. We've got bodies flying all over the place. Kevin Brandt went over Jim Amspoker and crashed to the ground, and Kevin's a little slow getting up. On him. Wing across the timeline and into the forecourt around an Eric Johnson pick to the right of the lane. Dribbles to the baseline, puts up an off-balance shot from 12 feet. Can't get the shot, but he is fouled. And according to referee Jimmy Marquette, Jimmy approaches center court, and the personal foul will go against 4 points of the night for Ryan Wing. 36 for Leipsic, 26 for Patrick Henry, 6:22 left to go in the third quarter, and Ryan Wing very promptly buries them both. 36-27, the Vikings lead again as 9 points, and now some 2-3 full court presses. Kyle Krause pokes the ball away from Bryce Schrader as Bryce tries to inbound it. Krause with a loose ball ahead to Amspoker. Amspoker for a quick 3, and he put it up and in. Jimmy Amspoker has 8 points in the night, 36-30, and now it is only a 6-point deficit for Patrick Henry. Bryce Schrader advances Leipsic across the timeline, off on the right wing to Eric Chrisman. Chrisman, top side to Victor Lomley. Vic left on the lane to Bryce Schrader. Bryce for a 3. Shot off the irons, no good. Jimmy Amspoker hustles down a rebound for Patrick Henry, and the Patriots can cut it to as little as 3 with another trifecta here. Amspoker with a basketball down the key to Krause. Krause off on the right wing to Johnson. Johnson right on the lane over to Ryan Wing. Wing to the line, couldn't put it up with the right hand. Loose ball tipped around and picked up by Bryce Schrader. Bryce looking for some help, sends it back to Kevin Brand. Brand sends it back to Bryce Schrader. Bryce will march it across the timeline and into the forecourt. Vikings 36, Big Red 30. Schrader off on the right wing to Kevin Brand. Almost stolen by Chuck Schultz. Brand down the key to Jason Newell. Jason on the baseline to Chrisman. Chrisman left of the lane out to Bryce Schrader. Bryce apparently in no hurry. Bryce marks out a new offensive cadence. Bryce on the high blocks over to Jason Newell. Newell with Johnson on him. Bounce pass. Right wing to Kevin Brandt. Kevin for a 15-footer, and he put it up and in. Kevin Brandt has 6 of his 8 points here in the third quarter. It's back to an 8-point lead for Leipsic at 38-30. Eric Johnson at 6'5". Look at him handle the rock to the line, to the lane, flipped it up with the right hand, missed the layup. Schultz tried to follow, he couldn't get it. Schultz with a third try, flipped it up, still won't go. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Leipsic and Eric Christman. Christman ahead to Bryce Schrader. Avoided Patrick Henry, blow an opportunity there. Bryce underneath to Jason Newell. Jason to the line, could put a shot up. Loose ball tipped around and recovered by Bryce Schrader. Bryce had it knocked off of his foot. It goes across the timeline and out of bounds. Ryan Wing is the last young Patrick Henry player to chase after it. Ryan's really hustling after the ball tonight. Record with Kyle Krause on him. Bryce spins off on the right wing to Eric Christman. Christman with Wensick on him. Christman dribbles down top side of Jason Newell. Newell left of the lane to Bryce Schrader. Bryce looking for Vic Lomeli to do a little backdoor screening. Schrader to the right wing, dumps it underneath to Kevin Brandt. Kevin flipped it up with the right hand, shot no good, but he is fouled. It's going to go against Kirk Wensick for Patrick Henry. That'll be Kirk's second personal. Put it up and in. Missed it, but a rebound to Nick Kreinbrink. Nick to the glass, flipped it up, shot no good. Rebound taken by Eric Johnson for Patrick Henry. Johnson ahead to Kyle Krause. Krause across the timeline, to the line, to the lane, to the glass, put it up and in, and he's fouled. Oh my, what an excellent open floor move by Kyle Krause. He faked around Victor Lomeli, took it straight to the hole, put the shot up and in, and he's fouled. He's going to go to the line for a bonus. 39 for Leipsic, 33 for Patrick Henry, down to 3:50 in the third quarter. Here we go, children. This is Bryce Schrader with a basketball, left on the lane to Nick Kreinbrink. Nick for a 16-footer, and he put it up and in. Nick Kreinbrink's got 11, and the Vikings go back up by 8, 41-33. Kirk Wensick across the timeline, sends the ball to the top of the key off to Kyle Krause. Krause with Victor Lomeli on him. Krause around to Kirk Wensick, pick to the baseline. Now Krause reverses it to the top of the circle off there, and Maisel looking for some help. Maisel off on the right wing to Kyle Krause. Kyle with Bryce Schrader on him. Kyle cuts to the line, inside the lane. Off on the left wing to Jim Amspoker for a 3, and Amspoker put it up and in. Jim Amspoker has 9 of his 11 points from beyond the three-point circles. It's now a 5-point Leipsic lead. Leipsic 41, Patrick Henry 36, down to 3 minutes in the third quarter. Bryce Schrader brings the Vikings back on offense. Bryce off on the right wing. That to Eric Kreinbrink. Underneath to Vic Lomeli. Vic to the glass, put the shot up. No good, but he's fouled. This one's going to go against Jim Amspoker for Patrick Henry, and that'll be Amspoker's third personal foul. And the point will be nullified for Leipsic as we have a lane violation against the Vikings. One of them stepped in the line while Vic Lomeli made a second shot. So Victor is only going to get credit for one of those 2 foul shots. 42-36, Leipsic's lead is half a dozen. Patrick Henry with a basketball in the form of Chuck Schultz. Chuck off to the right wing to Wing. Wing with Christman on him. Wing down to the key to Kyle Krause. Krause off on the right wing to Wing. Wing dumps it on the baseline to Kirk Wensick. Wensick tried to throw it back out to Ryan Wing, and he overshot Ryan out of bounds. 2:29 left to go in the third quarter. Leipsic 42, Patrick Henry 36 on the Industrial Cafe scoreboard. Victor Lomeli will inbound the ball to Bryce Schrader, and Bryce looks to be in no hurry as he marches Leipsic across the timeline. Bryce to the right of the lane. Bryce tried to dump it underneath to Jeff Knieven. Overshot Jeff. The ball stolen by Kirk Wensick. Wensick has his one taken away from him by Bryce Schrader. Bryce tried to throw it ahead to Nick Kreinbrink, and as Bryce unloaded the basketball, he was fouled side to side. That one is going to go against Kyle Krause for Patrick Henry. Across the timeline. Bryce on the sideline right to Vic Lomeli. Vic for a 3. Shot off the irons, no good. Loose ball on the floor. Kirk Wensick and Eric Christman get tied up. Alternating possession arrows will point in favor of Patrick Henry. In the third quarter, Leipsic 42, Patrick Henry 36. In the forecourt comes Kyle Krause. Krause to the top of the key to Jim Amspoker. Jim in between the circles. Back off on the left wing to Krause. Krause working on Bryant. Kyle marks down an offensive cadence. Now Kyle to the right of the lane, tries the backdoor feed there, and Maisel. Maisel comes up with the basketball. Maisel with a nice pump fake, took it to the hole. Shot blocked away by Jeff Knieven, but Jeff Knieven fouled there on Maisel. And Maisel will go to the line to shoot 2. The second of 2. He put that one up and in. We may see the first action of Trevor all year here in a few moments. A minute 35 remaining in the third quarter. Leipsic 42, Patrick Henry 37. Bryce Schrader with the basketball. Bryce to the left of the lane. That over to Nick Kreinbrink. Nick with a bounce pass, right wing to Kevin Brand. Brand around there on Maisel, line on the baseline of Matt Bryan. Matt's fadeaway jumper from 5 feet is up and in. Matt Bryan has 4 points, 44-37. Vikings go back up by 7 points. Aaron Maisel across the timeline, try to throw to the top of the key to Eric Johnson. It's stolen by Nick Kreinbrink. Nick goes the distance, turns around, stops, pulls up from 8 feet, and he put it up and in. Just a beautiful open floor move for Nick Kreinbrink. He's got 13 points, 46-37. The Vikings up by 9. And again, Aaron Maisel with the basketball on the right wing. Now also throws it to the top of the key to Kyle Kraus, and Kraus has to save it. Down to 53 seconds. Kraus comes around to Kirk Wenslick pick. Off on the right wing to the baseline. Back off on the right wing to Ryan Wing. Ryan Wing for a 3. Can't get a shot to go. Nick Kreinbrink hustles down another rebound for Leipsic. Nick ahead to Bryce Schrader. Bryce across the timeline and into the forecourt. Bryce heads to the right of the lane. Bryce, top side to Matt Bryan. Matt stops, pulls up from 12, shot short off the irons. Kyle Kraus comes down with a rebound, and Kraus is fouled from behind by Nick Kreinbrink. The threes are going to be coming in the fourth quarter. Now, Kyle Kraus brings PH across the timeline, off to the right wing. Head to Jim Amspoker. Amspoker with a bounce pass down side to Wenslick. Wenslick from the left of the lane to Kyle Kraus. Kraus working on Matt Bryan. Now Kraus to the top of the key to Wing. Wing off to the right wing to Kirk Wenslick. Wenslick top of the key to Kyle Kraus. Kraus has let the clock tick down to 8, to 7, to 6. Left wing to Amspoker. Amspoker outside the three-point arc. Hurries a 3. Shot off the irons, no good. Bryce Schrader with a rebound, and Bryce will exhaust the third quarter clock. 3 quarters are in the books from the House of Heat in Hammer, Ohio. On the Industrial Cafe scoreboard, it is the Patrick Henry Patriots trailing the visiting Leipsic Vikings. It is Leipsic 46 and Patrick Henry 37. Stay tuned, everyone. In the third quarter. Well, the fourth quarter's underway, and now it's crunch time, children. Schrader, top of the key over to Nick Kreinbrink as Leipsic has the ball. Kreinbrink off on the right wing to Kevin Brand. Brand left of the lane to Eric Christman. Christman, right wing over to Matt Bryan. Bryan with Ryan Wing on him. Bryan spins. Has to hand the ball back to somebody and scoots it back to Bryce Schrader. Bryce on the right wing. Bryce with Kyle Kraus on him. Bryce feeds it underneath to Nick Kreinbrink. Nick took it to the hole and he was fouled. I believe this one's going to go against Ryan Wing for Patrick Henry High School, to what referee Greg Marquette says. Down to the key over to Bryce Schrader. Bryce into Kevin Brand. Kevin with a pull-up fadeaway jumper from 9, and he drilled it. Kevin's got 13. Back comes Patrick Henry that quickly. Nice baseball pass. And down feed from Eric Johnson to Kirk Wenslick, and Wenslick takes it the length of the floor. Wenslick scoops it up and in. Wenslick's got 6, 48-39. Vikings lead by 9 points. Bryce Schrader with a bounce pass across the timeline to Brand. Brand left of the lane to Kreinbrink. Kreinbrink for a 3, and he drilled it. Nick Kreinbrink's got 16 on the night. 51-39. Vikings up by 12. Down to 6:52 in tonight's game. Kyle Kraus with the basketball. Kyle across the timeline and into the forecourt around an Eric Johnson pick to the left of the lane. Kraus long skip pass cross court over to Ryan Wing. Ryan top side to Jimmy Amspoker. Jimmy off on the right wing to Ryan Wing. Wing with Bryce Schrader on him. Top of the key over to Eric Johnson. Eric for a 3. Rattles in and out. Rebound controlled by Kevin Brand. Brand hands the ball off to Bryce Schrader. Down to 6:25 in tonight's game. Leipsic 51, Patrick Henry 39. Into the forecourt comes Schrader. Schrader working on Kyle Kraus. Left of the lane over to Matthew Bryan. Matt working on Ryan Wing. Matt spins once, twice. Now bounce pass down to the key to Bryce Schrader. Bryce to the line. Sideline right to Kevin Brand. Brand dribbles, bumps into Bryce Schrader and says, "Here, Bryce, take this thing off of my hands." Well, Bryce does so to the top of the circle. Bryce stops at the foul line. Off on the left wing to Nick Kreinbrink. Nick for a 3. Rattles in and out. Rebound belongs to Kirk Wensick for Patrick Henry. Wensick ahead to Kyle Krause. Krause across the timeline on the left wing. Dumps it underneath Eric Johnson, and Johnson had it taken away from him by Nick Kleinbrink. Nick pancakes the ball over to Matt Bryant. Matt hymns it off to Bryce Schrader. Schrader across the timeline and into the forecourt. Schrader to the left of the lane. Now off on the right wing to Kevin Bryant. Bryant left wing over to Nick Kleinbrink. We got them pushing and shoving underneath. Looks like Bryce Schrader and Kyle Krause are trading a few early Christmas elbows right there, and Bryce just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And Aaron Mossel for Patrick Henry. Now Ryan Wing moves from the wing out to the point guard, and he dumps it off on the left wing to Jimmy Amspoker. Jimmy top of the key to Chris Gerken. Gerken back over to Amspoker. Amspoker working on Eric Christman. Amspoker dumps it out of the baseline and to Schultz. Schultz left wing to Amspoker. Amspoker will circle the wagons to the near side. Now Amspoker bounce pass left of the lane to Gerken. Gerken to the baseline working on Matt Bryant. Gerken top of the key to Aaron Mossel. Mossel to the left of the lane to the line. Flipped it up with the right hand. Shot up and in. Mossel has 7 points in the night. It's a 10-point ball game. Leipsic 51, Patrick Henry 41, down to 4:45 in tonight's contest. This is Eric Christman with the basketball. Christman working on Amspoker. Right wing to Chip Knieven. Knieven left of the lane to Kleinbrink. Kleinbrink to the lane to the glass. Stuck it up and in. When Nick Kleinbrink has 18 points in the night. He's been a terror. 53-41. Vikings up by the dozen. Vic Lomley working on Ryan Wing. Wing top of the key over to Gerken. Gerken for a three. Freshman missed it wide left. Rebound taken down by Kleinbrink. Kleinbrink ahead to Eric Christman. Christman across the timeline working on Jimmy Amspoker. Christman tried the bounce pass on the right wing. Is stolen by Chuck Schultz. Schultz to the lane to the glass. Missed the layup. Blew a golden opportunity there, but credit Chuck Schultz for some nice defensive hustle. 53-41, under 4 minutes in tonight's game. Eric Christman on the length of the floor. Stopped his dribble. Slid on the linseed oiled hardwood floors here at Patrick Henry, and he traveled to the basket. 4 minutes in tonight's game. Kyle Krause with the basketball on the top of the key to Jim Amspoker. Jimmy for a three, and he stuck it up and in. Jim Amspoker has 15 of his 17 points from beyond the three-point line. And very promptly, before Scott Mangus can let his troops inbound the basketball, he calls a timeout. 3:42 remaining in tonight's game on the Industrial Cafe scoreboard. It is the Leipsic Vikings 53, the Patrick Henry Patriots 44. Victor Lomley with a baseball pass inbound, stolen by Eric Johnson. But Vic steals it right back from Eric. Vic hands the ball back off to Bryce Schrader and says, well, that was a lot of work for nothing. Well, Vic off to Bryce. Bryce off on the right wing to Kevin Bryant. Bryant left of the lane over to Nick Kleinbrink, and a push-off foul away from the basketball here. Bryce Schrader corrals the rebound. Bryce Schrader hands it off as he gets across the timeline. Tried to dump it in to Kevin Bryant. Bryant couldn't hold it because it was poked away by Eric Johnson. Johnson ahead to Krause. Krause over to Amspoker. Amspoker out of the baseline. Back off on the left wing to Eric Johnson. Eric to the glass. Put it up from 6 feet. Shot no good. Nick Kleinbrink with a rebound for Leipsic. We are now under 3 minutes. The Vikings 53 and Patrick Henry 44. Schrader goes behind the back with a little French pastry working on the fellow sophomore and Kyle Krause. Schrader is tied up by Kyle Krause, and Kyle fouled him left to right. That'll be the third personal foul against Kyle. The floor. Bryce with a bounce pass, left the lane to Nick Kleinbrink. Nick with a bounce pass, top side to Kevin Bryant. Bryant spins, right wing over to Bryce Schrader. Bryce on the baseline. Bryce wanted to throw it to the top of the key to Victor Lomley, and he threw it out of bounds. Patrick Henry will get the ball back with 2.5 minutes remaining. The Patrick Henry Patriots 44. We will return.
Free report.
2:27 left to go. Patrick Henry, a quick inbound feed comes from Kyle Krause to Jim Amspoker. Amspoker unloads a three. Can't get the shot. A rebound belongs to Leipsic High School. And the foul very quickly is assessed to Eric Johnson of Patrick Henry High School. That will be his third team foul. That one is going to go against Ryan Wing for Patrick Henry High School. And for Ryan, that will be his 4th personal foul. To Johnson. Johnson ahead to Ryan Wing. Wing tried to go cross court, and he got it to Schultz. Schultz top of the key to Johnson. Johnson off the right wing to Ryan Wing. Wing tried to no-look pass inside to Schultz. Kevin Brandt said, look what I found. Came up with a ball. Kevin ahead to Bryce Schrader. Bryce across the timeline. Bryce to the line. Flipped it up with the right hand. Couldn't get a shot, but he does pick up a blocking foul. That is going to go against Patrick Henry High School, and that in the form of Chuck Schultz. Right, and he put it up and in. Give Bryce 4 points for his efforts, 55-44. Down to a minute 58 in tonight's game. Kyle Krause ahead on the left wing, over to Jim Amspoker. Jim working on Matt Bryan, flips the top side to Aaron Mossel. Mossel dribble penetrates to the line, flipped it up with the right hand, shot, rattles up and in. And very quickly, Dave Krause, the Patrick Henry Patriots, take time for Aaron Mossel, and that is 9 points for the night. A timeout on the floor with a minute 47 remaining in tonight's game. It is the Leipsic Vikings 55 and the Patrick Henry Patriots 46. We bring inbound from Nick Kreinbrink is taken by Bryce Schrader across the timeline, and Schrader is very promptly fouled. That one is going to go against Kirk Wensick for Patrick Henry. That'll be Wensick's 3rd personal. It off the irons, no good. Rebound taken by Jim Amspoker. Down to a minute 39. Hey, Patrick Henry still got a breath of life in him. Amspoker top of the key to Johnson. Johnson for a 3. Shot off the irons, no good. Kevin Brandt corrals the rebound. Brandt hands it off to Bryce Schrader. We're under a minute and a half. Schrader flips it up across the timeline to Vic Lomley. Vic on the left wing, top of the key over to Bryce Schrader. Bryce now playing keep away over to Kevin Brandt. Brandt left wing to Lomley. Lomley top of the key to Schrader. Schrader off on the sideline right to Matt Bryan. Bryan tied up from behind by Jim Amspoker, and Amspoker found him. Pretty much stay around his average for the evening. 57-46, Vikings up by 11, but back come the Big Red in a hurry. Krause flips it on the left wing to Eric Johnson. Overshot Eric. We got a loose ball, and it's picked up by Matt Bryan. Bryan across the timeline and want to start burning some clock. Bryan tried to flip it back to Bryce Schrader, and it's knocked out of bounds very nicely by Jimmy Amspoker for Patrick Henry. Rep to Vic Lomley. Pick on the baseline to Kevin Brandt. Brandt right wing to Lomley. Lomley top of the key to Bryce Schrader. Bryce off on the left wing to Vic. Vic back over to Bryce. Vic throws it cross court over to Matt Bryan. Oh, they are pitching the hot potato to and fro. Bryan with a biscuit. Bounces it down the key to Schrader. Schrader off on the right wing to Vic Lomley. Vic on the baseline to Kevin Brandt, and finally a foul. As Vic got rid of the basketball, 6'5" Eric Johnson absolutely just... First shot off the irons, no good. Rebound is corralled by Schultz. Schultz ahead to Ryan Wing. Wing stops, unloads the 3. Shot wide off the irons to the left. Rebound taken by Matt Bryan. Bryan ahead to Bryce Schrader. Schrader back over cross court to Bryan, down to 25 seconds. Leipsic 57, Patrick Henry 46. Bryce Schrader with a basketball. Bryce dribbles to the left of the lane over to Vic Lomley. Vic cross court over to Matt Bryan. Bryan works around Amspoker, top of the circle to Bryce Schrader. Bryce over to Vic Lomley, down to 11 seconds. Lomley cross court to Bryan. Bryan top of the key to Bryce Schrader. Bryce over to Vic Lomley. Vic skips it. Cross court over to Matt Bryan, and Bryan is fouled by Jim Amspoker with 5 seconds left. Amspoker has just fouled out of tonight's game. No good. Rebound taken by Eric Johnson. Johnson with the clock tick down to 3 to 2 to 1. Fires one off the irons. Can't get the shot from 20 feet, and that will exhaust the clock of tonight's game. And gang, this one was UGLY. There is no other alibi. 57-46.
Well, look for the Wildcats to come out. In fact, we may see a lot of three-point shots in this ball game. I know the coaches say it's okay when they go in, but I think they want to see some patience and offense run before they take that three-point shot.
I think especially on Napoleon's end of it. Patrick Henry has an offense set up to go out and shoot the three. They have done that through most of the year, but I think Napoleon wants to settle down and fall into an offensive setup, maybe not playing a half-court game, but enough of an offense setup that they can get some of their shooters open and use their physical and experience advantages.
All right, Napoleon dressed in the home white with a navy blue and red trim. It'll be Patrick Henry in the road red with a white trim. Jumping center will be Chuck Schultz at 6'2" and Doug Brown at 6'2". Both are very good leapers. It's up in the air, controlled by the Wildcats. We're underway on Sports Radio 103, WNDH Napoleon. Van Osdale slides down the lane, pull-up jump shot, good. Double pumped it, got it home. 2-0 lead for Napoleon. Here's the full court pressure. Kyle Krause gets it in the backcourt to Jim Amspoker. Back to Krause up the sideline, Ryan Wing. Here's Mazel on the attack on the baseline. Shot up, partially blocked. And Chris Shepard with a rebound. Shepard out of there with it for Napoleon to Joe Good. Good backs it out now, drives into the lane, puts up an off-balance shot, got it in.
That was a nice move. 2 athletic shots for Napoleon in a row. Both Van Osdale and also Joe Good shifting the ball in air.
One of the worries, I'm sure, for Dave Krause, Napoleon using their athletic ability. Here's Amspoker, pulls up on the wing, in trouble, gets it outside. Kyle Krause thought about 3, now down the lane, and he's fouled on the drive. And they're looking at Josh Van Osdale for Napoleon, where the foul will go.
Patrick Henry's going to have crisp passing to find the open man. There is going to be an open man. Napoleon will overplay on the perimeter shooting. If Amspoker's not open, dish off to Krause or Wing. If one of the other 2 guys are not open, they're going to have to find the open man.
They may have to get some penetration from Kyle Krause, too, to make that